Hey there, welcome to another episode of Bloom with Juliana, where we dive deep into real life topics that challenge, inspire, and push you towards growth. I'm your host, Juliana Carico, and today we're talking about something that I think every one of us needs to hear. No one is coming to save you. Yes, you heard that right. And while that might sound a little intense, it's actually one of the most freeing truths you can embrace. I know, especially as a Christian, we talk a lot about God's saving power, His grace, and His provision. But there's another side of our faith that often gets overlooked, our own responsibility to take action in our lives. So, in the next few minutes, I'm going to talk about why waiting on someone else to fix your problems or change your life will keep you stuck, and how you can start taking charge today with faith and confidence. All right, let's start with a bit of a wake up call. Many of us, especially as young professionals, are waiting for something. Maybe it's a new job, a promotion, a relationship, or just some breakthrough that we believe is around the corner. And while waiting is part of life, the problem comes when we sit back thinking someone else is going to swoop in and fix everything for us. But here's the hard truth. No one is coming to save you. Not your boss, not your friends, not your family, and definitely not the government. And honestly, not even God in the way that you might be expecting. God has already given you everything you need to take responsibility for your life. He's equipped you with talents, wisdom, and the ability to make decisions. I remember a time when I was stuck in that mindset. I was frustrated with my job, frustrated with my personal life, and I kept praying, waiting for God to send a miraculous sign or for someone to step in and change things for me. But that never happened. And you know why? Because the power of change was already within me. I just hadn't realized it yet. I needed to take responsibility for my own decisions. So, what does the Bible have to say about all this? If you look closely, the Bible is filled with examples of people who had to take responsibility for their lives. Sure, they trusted God, but they didn't just sit back and wait for things to happen. Take the story of Moses, for example. God called him to lead the Israelites out of Egypt, but Moses had to take the first step. He had to confront Pharaoh. Or think about Nehemiah, who built the walls of Jerusalem. He trusted in God's provisions, but he didn't wait for someone else to do the work. He rallied the people, created a plan, and led the effort. And we see this principle in the New Testament too. According to James 2:26, which says that faith without works is dead. Yes, faith is crucial, but action is what brings that faith to life. If you're praying for change, be ready to move when God gives you the opportunity. It's like a partnership. God provides the strength, the vision, and the opportunity, but you've got to take the responsibility to act. Now here's where things can get tricky. A lot of us don't take responsibility because of fear, specifically the fear of missing out or FOMO. We think, if I step out and take action, what if I miss something? What if I make the wrong choice? But that's where faith really comes in. Let's flip the script for a second. Instead of FOMO, I want you to embrace JOMO, the joy of missing out. Because when you take responsibility for your life, you're not waiting for someone else to act. You're choosing to create your own path. You stop being passive and you start making decisions that lead you towards your purpose. I felt the pull of FOMO too. There was a time when I didn't want to make certain decisions because I was afraid I'd miss out on other opportunities. But once I took ownership of my life, once I decided to be responsible for my career, my personal growth, and my spiritual journey, I found so much joy in knowing that I was in control, guided by God, but no longer waiting for others to act. So how do you take responsibility? What does that actually look like? It's not always easy, but it's simple. Here are a few things I've learned along the way that might help you get started. First, stop blaming others. If you're constantly pointing fingers at people, circumstances, the government, or even God for why things aren't going your way, it's time to stop. Blame keeps you stuck. The second thing is make a plan. Responsibility isn't just about reacting, it's about being intentional. What do you want in your career? What do you want in your faith? What do you want in your relationships? Set goals, make a plan, and start taking steps towards them. Thirdly, develop discipline. Consistency is key. It's not about taking one big leap, it's about showing up every day, doing the small things that lead to big results. And finally, surround yourself with accountability. Find people who will support you, encourage you, and yes, call you out when you're slipping back into passivity. Community is a big part of taking responsibility because you're not in this alone. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this. God has already equipped you with everything you need to live the life He's called you to. But He's also given you the responsibility to take action. Don't wait for someone to come and save you. Start making decisions that align with your purpose. You've got this. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope this episode has encouraged you to take that step towards responsibility. If you found value in today's message, don't forget to subscribe, to leave a review. Don't forget to share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And until next time, take responsibility for your life and live it boldly with faith and confidence. Be you, do you, and always do your best. Until next time, bye.